Hi, yeah, don't worry. We're going to get to the random stack of cards that I found in just a minute, but I wanted to interject and put out another one of these for the Spinach hunt coming March the 1st. We have another blaster of 2023 Allen Ginter that can be used for the CN Tower hunt on March the 1st. This one, again, for the non-US based people. However, we're going to do a little bit of an addition. If you are based in the U.S. And want to get into this and nominate somebody, or nominate somebody that's out of the U.S. to receive this, and you happen to win, then I will put together a nice little team bag of stuff for you, for your kindness and generosity to help spread the Allen and Ginter love throughout the world. So this time, I made us a new hashtag in honor of our buddy for the pools. Hashtag Goose Life. And then Friday, December the 1st, I will run us a little duck race to determine the winner of this here blaster. So again, if you're out of the US, just enter hashtag Goose Life if you want a chance to win the blaster. I'm sure a lot of the people that entered in the previous one would like to come back for it. And excuse me. But if you're in the U.S. and want to help out our friends internationally, enter the hashtag Goose Life, and also let me know who out of the country you would want to win this blaster, and then I will make you a nice little team bag of people and or teams that you PC just as a thank you for jumping in. So that's it. Again, I will be running this on December the 1st. We'll have us a duck race. Hopefully a lot of people in there because I've still got a few more of these to give away. I know in speaking with Julie Farnham, we want to get as many people involved in this as we can. She said she wants to get 100, and I say let's go for it. So we're going to give away another blaster to somebody out of the States because they're having a lot of trouble finding it. And that's about it. So remember, hashtag Goose Life. Drawing it on the 1st, and yeah, that's about it. So settle in and get ready to watch just what in the world did I find in that massive, well, one half of the massive stack of cards I found. And from the bins of mystery once again comes the first of two stacks of random cards that we're just going to sit here. We're going to have us a good old-fashioned sit and sort. And this one, actually, we're going to start off actually with a card I've been looking for a while. This is a 1956 Topps Art Donovan for the Baltimore Colts. Not his rookie card. That was 53, I think, which is weird considering his career began in 1950. But this was his second card. A little miscut, but old school photo, old school trading card, and actually the first Baltimore Colt. First Colt in general, I should say, inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame was Art Donovan there. Comes from a great boxing lineage. His father was Professor Mike Donovan, the boxer and referee, and I think his grandfather was also a boxing referee. Both of them are in the Boxing Hall of Fame. But let's get into it, do a little sit and sort, just see what we got. There's probably going to be a ton of football. And let's just see what we got. I loved the photo contest cards from ProSet. I actually got Mike Malarkey to sign his. May run into that actual card, but there's Ronnie Lott. Big fan of Ronnie Lott. We got Tim Harris, All-Pro. See, and now this is another thing I should bring up. For the most part, even being in an AFC town with the Steelers, most of the Pro Bowl cards I ever ran across were NFC. Don't know why. But Keith Millard, Reggie White, the Minister of Defense. There you go, going up against the Steeler. Who would that have been? 62, that may have been Tonchioken? I can't remember. And then we got these, the NFL Overseas Shop, the team shop opens in Tokyo. Wonder if it's still there. More than likely. Dave Meggett from the Giants Pro Bowl. What do we got here? American Bowl in Montreal, Steelers Patriots. Hey, the Steelers won. Let's go. Take that, Patriots. Steelers own Montreal. Here we go. The black and white. I think they did a black and white category for this too. Some great photographs. Here's the Davis that the Raiders need. Al. He's a vampire. Jay Hilgenberg Pro Bowl. Hey, look at that. An AFC Pro Bowl card. One of the few. Bruce Matthews, AFC All-Pro. Gary Zimmerman. Anthony Munoz, but he's not in the Pro Bowl jersey. Great offensive lineman, though. One of the best tackles ever. Eddie Murray. Random baseball. Shout out Lisa Z, Sticks G, and Cole. We got Matt Noakes for the Tigers. There we go. Greg Hawthorne. There's some old Steelers. On 81. Don't remember him. He may have been gone by the time I really started watching. Jimmy. Was that Jimmy? Was he draft 90? Yep, 74. He came in the 74 draft. Jimmy Allen. Great kick returner for a little bit. Jack Lambert. Let's go on the All-Pro. Bobby Walden. Wow, there's a name out of the past. The punter. He looked 287 years old. Granted, he did start playing in 1961, and this card is 1977? Yeah. I do remember him, though. I think he was first, and then I think Craig Colquitt came after that. Randall McDaniel, big fan of his, Pro Bowl. Tim McDonald. There we go. Jimmy Smith. On that's in a sleeve. And again, who knows why. Ooh. Slightly bent up Jack Ham. What are you? Hank Stram's favorite plays. Keep on matriculating the ball down the... Ooh, Wonder Bread card. Well, how random is that? Shout out Maiden's World of Wax. I know he's a big fan of the food issued and odd issued cards. Okay, we got some stuff here. Another baseball player. Another Tiger randomly. Gary Pettis. Roy Girella. He was the subject of the greatest Super Bowl moment when Cliff Harris from the Cowboys went and patted him on the helmet, and there you go. Jack Lambert, oddly enough, tossed him. Jerry Robinson on the old 91 Fleer. Hey, the Emperor. Actually, did not know I had a Chuck Noll card. John Frenchie Fuqua. The old 72 in a little plastic thing, but he was the one that the Immaculate Reception was originally intended for, and then whatever happened. Franco Harris ended up with the ball, but he was the original target. There we go. Bo Jackson, who kind of chewed up, unfortunately. Howie Long for the Raiders. Randy Hilliard for the Browns. Roger Craig. Big fan of Roger Craig. Pretty sure he signs. May send that out to him. Whoops. Continuing on. Who do we got? Freddie Smirlis in 90 Pro Set. Love 90 Pro Set. Dave Waymer for the 49ers. Charles Haley. There's a good one. We got Mike Kofer, Tom Rathman. I miss the days of the big humped shoulder pads. Like who was the big Andy Katzenmoyer had it. Christian Okoye had some really good ones. There were some good ones. John Taylor, a lot of 49ers. Michael Walter, Dennis Smith on the AFC Pro Bowl. David Wyman on the Seahawks. Shout out Cash and Dad. Bubba Paris. Why do I have so many 49ers cards? That's weird. John Robinson Pro Bowl. Yeah, there's a lot of 49ers. I don't know. Maybe it was just I had the set and I just threw them in there. Pierce Holt. Ronnie Lott, Hall of Famer. Bubba Paris. Tom Rathman. John Taylor. Keena Turner. Mike Walters. No, one Walter. Mike Walter. Harris Barton was a good tackle. Don Griffin. Charles Haley, big fan. George Seifert. Here we go. The American Bowl from Tokyo in 91. Where the Broncos beat the Seahawks 10-7. God. And now think about it. We're back to essentially the World Bowl thing. I think it might be these cards. Let's lay these down. Maybe that's going to throw it off. Let's see. Antonio Langham on the Browns right before they went away. There you go. Fred Tolliver, Minnesota Twins. Shout out Julie Farnham. No random selection. Bill Romanowski. Yeah, he's a character. Ronnie Lott, Hall of Famer. Gerald Austin. I have a couple of these referee cards. I think he's still around. I may try to send him onto the pile. Roy Green for the Cardinals. Pepper Johnson. Hey, Dwayne Woodruff on the old Steelers. What's that, 86? Yeah, like Dwayne Woodruff. There we go. 90 replay. Chiefs clinch playoff berth. Chiefs clinch. Steve DeBerg. Here's a name I haven't heard in a while. To running back Todd McNair. There you go. God, Steve DeBerg. There's a name. There's a name out of the past. This is a lot of these. Sorry, I'm just organizing this. Come on. There we go. That's good enough. Gary Zimmerman, Pro Bowl. Mike Babb for the Browns. Having played in that weather, yep, I've done that before. Hey, that's the one I actually got Mike Mularkey to sign. That's a sweet-looking card. All right. Reggie White, Minister of Defense again. Ron Wolfley. Actually, his older brother played for the Steelers, Craig Wolfley. He was an offensive lineman, was in World's Strongest Man a couple times, and is the still a sideline reporter for the Steelers. Let's see if I can kind of get these at least flipped to that. Maybe not. We'll see. Nick Bell. That'd be a rookie card right there, because that ain't the... I don't know too many teams that have in the NFL that have Notre Dame colors. So Nick Bell, rookie. Thane Gash. David Grayson, the old Browns. Michael Westbrook. Holy crap, old school Leaf. I haven't seen Leaf in a while. Tom Newberry. We got some Pro Bowl stuff for the NFC. Tom Newberry, Jackie Slater, legend. Doug Smith, Chris Spielman, Pat Swilling, John Taylor, Lawrence Taylor, shout out Brian, Mark Rippon, excuse me, itch on the nose, Louis Sharp, Sterling Sharp. Now there's a guy, to quote the thing that is Chris Collinsworth. Had his health not kind of really gone downhill, man, he was so good. He would be a Hall of Famer. And if you ever want to upset his brother Shannon, talk bad about him. Talk bad about Sterling, and because I think Sterling's the older. But if you ever try to denigrate Sterling's career in front of Shannon, he is going to put you in your place, and rightfully so, because Sterling Sharp not only was a great player, great autograph signer as well. Jeff Fuller on the old 89 Pro set, Michael Carter, Steve Jordan, Carl Lee, Don Majkowski. There's a blast from the past. Charles Mann, Gene Larkin. Random baseball in the middle of everything. I loved these. The old Pro Set Pro line. Leroy Horde. God, there's a name I haven't thought of in forever. Ernest Givens. Mark Carrier, the wide receiver. I know there was a Mark Carrier who was also a safety at that same time. A couple more baseball randomly. A couple more Twins. Brian Harper and Keith Atherton. Hitters, Charles Haley. Tommy Vardell. Wow, I remember that name. I actually got Paul Tagliabue. That's the card he signed for me when him at the Berlin Wall in 1990. Oop. Eric Metcalf. John Reinstra. Jerry Rice. StarQuest. Wow. What year is this? Is that 98? Collector's Choice StarQuest? I'll dig it. I like it. Scott Norwood. Poor guy. Chuck Knoll, rest in peace. Steve DeBerg. Wonder whatever became of him. Nearly done, and this is what it's all about. You find stuff, you sit there and you sort it, and you just have a blast. Keith Jackson, tight end, college football Hall of Famer, I believe, and a good autograph signer. I got him. Come on, you son of a gun. Got him. Jack Del Rio. You almost forget about some of these guys as actual players. He's a good signer. We got... Oh, football helmets are so uncomfortable. Who's taking the... who's that? Nose tackle Doug Smith. Taking a snooze and a prayer. Roger Craig. Whew, here's a name. Jeff Hostetler. Let's friggin' go. Eddie Anderson on the Raiders. Albert Lewis on the Raiders. Jerry Rice, All-Pro. Jerry Rice, let's go. Mike Kofer. Yeah, here we go. Did absolutely nothing. Rob Burnett. Random basketball, Charles Smith for the Miami Heat. Steve Wisniewski. Now, funny story about Steve Wisniewski. A great offensive lineman, constantly voted the dirtiest player in the game. His older brother, Leo, who I actually sent a TTM request to but never heard back from, had a short career with the Baltimore Colts, went to the same high school that I did, Fox Chapel. Steve did not. He went to high school in Texas, but his older brother, Leo, went to high school. Jim Richer, good signer. Willie Galt, there's a name. Oh, man, what a player. What a player Tim Brown was. What a great player Tim Brown was. Okay, here we go. Ronnie Lott. Even in the Raiders uniform, he still looks proper because it's Ronnie Lott. Ronnie Lott. Wow, Marcus Allen. We're getting all the good ones. Ethan Horton. Stevie Wiz again. Ronnie Lott. Jay Schroeder. Whoops. Tim Brown. Some more baseball. We got Frank Viola for the Twins. Chet Brooks. Keena Turner. Kevin Fagan. We got Roger Craig, Pro Bowl. American Bowl in London, where the Saints took down the Raiders. Berlin, the Rams took down the Chiefs. God, I should have organized this better. Oh well. Greg Townsend, I know him. He's been shortlisted for the Hall of Fame a few times. Jeff Hostetler for the Giants. Greg Skripanak. There's a name I do not remember. Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Who knew? Winston Moss and the old Fleer. Oh, that's cool looking. Alexander Wright. Doug West for the Timberwolves. Got a little bit of a stickage. Actually, no, we don't. It's just me holding it. Marcus Allen and Sam Grady. Man, a lot of Marcus Allen. Christian Okoye, the Nigerian Nightmare. Let's go on the Pro Bowl card. Joe Aska on the Superior Picks. I liked that set. I think it was only around for the 1 year. Jay Schroeder, Kevin Fagan, Charles Haley, Hartley Dykes, Todd Marinovich, rookie card. All right, flip. Oh, come on. Can't catch a break. There we go. John Elway, Hot Gun. Herschel Walker, Ground Force. Otis Anderson, Ground Force. Tim Harris. Keith DeLong. Tom Newberry. Joe Nash. Ethan Horton. Haven't seen a whole lot of Steelers, weirdly. Is that Greg Townsend again? Yes, it is. Todd Marinovich, rookie card from Pacific. Andre Rison. There's a name. And George Williams, defensive tackle. What's that, Notre Dame? Yeah, don't know him. Who did you get drafted by? Williams logged 4 sacks. 4 sacks as a sophomore. Okay, good for you. 6th round pick of the Cleveland Browns. You guys probably saw that and were like, look at it, idiot. And I did, eventually. Oh, there's a penny sleeve in there. This is the last little stack, and we got one more big stack, but this is fun, just going through it, and then I'm going to go through it and look for TTM fuel, get some sent out. John Taylor, Michael Walter. Hold on, bear with me, talk amongst yourselves. There we go, we got us a good chunk here. Chet Brooks, Michael Carter, Eddie Anderson, Marcus Allen, big fan, Eddie Anderson. Good God, Steve Berline. There's a name out of the long-forgotten past. Tim Brown, Scott Davis, Mike Dial, Swervin Mervin Fernandez. Just got him to sign recently. Canadian Football Hall of Famer, actually. Willie Galt, Mike Singletary, the man, the myth, the legend. Jerry Ball, Guy McIntyre, David Meggett, Keith Millard, or Millard, I'm not sure. Eddie Murray. A lot of old 90s stuff, but there's going to be some good TTM fuel hunting. Willie Galt, Chris Spielman. I like sending these out to guys that I think will sign, but I don't have a card for, and this is Super Bowl 12. Ooh, it's a little janked up. The Cowboys took down the Broncos. Yeah, but next year, Steelers got their hit again on the Cowboys. Andre Reed, awesome. Chris Dolman, sack leader. Jerome Brown, John Taylor again, Kevin Ross, Lonnie Young, Derek Fenner, Bruce Matthews, Wayne Fontes, Jumbo Elliott, got to send to him, Ian Beckles, Randall Cunningham, who was at, yes, the hit. Gary Reasons took care of that, didn't he? Couple more. Hey, Steelers. There we go. We got us an 89 Pro set. Jeff Fanhorst. Rick Woods in a penny sleeve. Where is this? 84. I do not remember Rick Woods. Matt Millen. Guy McIntyre. Steve Lombardozzi. And Luis Salazar. And that's going to do it for the first stack. And what weird thing. The only baseball I had was either Twins or Tigers. A lot of San Francisco 49ers and, well, they'd be in the 90s, LA Raiders. This is a very random stack of cards, but a Jumbo Elliott. And I did want to send off to him before too long. So, all right. Another What Did I Find in the Bins Wednesday has been complete. Some pretty cool stuff, I have to say. Some stuff I've been looking for a while, including that 56 Art Donovan. And I did not know I had a Wonder Bread Jack Ham card. But that's going to do it for this What Did I Find Wednesday, though. Next Wednesday, taking a break from it. Actually going to do some non-retail hockey, so David cannot get on me. Oh, I thought you said you were done with hockey. Retail hockey. Because this stuff is not exactly retail. I got a box of Stature that's going to get opened next Wednesday. And that's going to do it for this Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. If you're driving anywhere today, be safe, get there safe, this and that. And we'll see you tomorrow for Janksgiving 2023.